Another demon. If Odyssey manages to take this, he's coming from the loser's side, but based on the way he was playing in winners, there's definitely no reason that he shouldn't be able to at least reset the bracket as we move here into game one. Let's see whether Odyssey's Fox will be enough to take it from Venia, the best Greninja in the US.
Right now, Venia is definitely making a good case for that title that he can hold, sitting here in the winner's side of Grand Finals, having put Odyssey into losers over in winners finals. There's going to be a lot of movement from both of these players. Looking like Venia is right now just trying to feel out Odyssey, not let him run with the momentum that has led him up to this point. Building on plenty of percentage while doing so.
Right now, Venia actually, you see, he's going for these percent combos. Sometimes you might see him against a Fox try and get him off stage, you know, with a back air instead of an up air. But right now, it seems like Venia realizes that having a percent lead does actually matter quite a bit against Odyssey. You know, maybe he can play a bit more of this patient style that has worked out for him in the past.
Venia is very well aware that even in the aftermath of the previous sets that Odyssey had played, regardless of how high octane those have been, he knows that Odyssey has the potential to bring the momentum down to a screeching halt and bring it right back into top gear instantly as we see Odyssey take first blood of Grand Finals tonight.
Oh, and an amazing forward air snipe. That's
yeah,
it.
You're done, son.
Odyssey is getting all of these leads. He's taking the first stock all the time. But it seems like just every time Venia is just coming back around. He
What's
should be fine.
happening?
Oh, Venia might have, feel like Venia thought he was done there. He's like, I got this game in the bag. All of a sudden, he's actually down after a 48 clean combo from Odyssey.
You know that Odyssey is not going to go down without a fight. Even though he's sitting here in loser's bracket, he is definitely looking to make that reset, to make his case to take this Grand Finals. And in trying to do so, Venia really having to pull out all the stops and pull out every Greninja trick in the book he can to contest against a character who really could go toe for toe with all of the aggressive tools that Greninja provides.
Oh, nice ledge trapping from Odyssey, trying to taste down Venia. You see the way these two are just spacing around each other vertically. That grab going to be really big. Oh, pushes him in the corner, but Greninja's small frame there, saving him just a little bit. And that can just barely not kill him.
Obviously trying to read a low to lateral option at the ledge, but Venia going to be leaping over that. He wants nothing to do with these options that Odyssey's looking to throw out, especially at how high a percentage he's sitting on, without having to be able to reciprocate that to Odyssey.
That's a huge grab combo, closing it out.
Rage looking nice.
Oh man, Greninja's a character with Rage. It's certainly scary because of the, basically he gets the extra like knockback and hit stun without that really, but he goes so fast. You saw how far he can reach up vertically that getting the opponent knocked further away doesn't really matter to him. And the way that Odyssey is playing tonight, he's playing so clean, so good. And that actually makes this even more high pressure because Odyssey, he's a fantastic player, but he is in a different form tonight. He's kind of a little bit like Bankai in that like when he's a little inconsistent and when he is on fire, he is on fire. But that means that if he's playing really well tonight and he doesn't go all the way, he might not get that chance again for all of those personal stars to align for quite some time.
He's got his opportunity right in front of him. He just has to work a little bit harder to really bring that back. We're seeing it run back on Town and City, and I feel like this stage is going to be a very central setting for this set, as we've already seen before that both Fox and Greninja have so many options, whether they be offensively, defensively, how they want to position themselves in neutral. Everything that this stage can provide to these two characters occurs so consistently, and both players would, of course, want those opportunities to arise for them.
Odyssey starting to really smartly mix up his recovery. Venia is actually having a hard time locking him down. Oh, and a missed down tilt facing the wrong way means that Odyssey gets away for free. Maybe not free enough as he gets this huge ride of a combo, eating 61%.
Yeah, despite Odyssey having built up so much percentage without being threatened too much by Venia, all of a sudden the percentage isn't looking like too big of a difference to Venia. He's being able to bait Odyssey into these combos that are stringing themselves together very nicely.
Now 123% on to Venia. Any little hit from Odyssey should be taking it, but Venia is so aware of that. He's pacing around it, putting Odyssey in this bad spot. Oh, what a beautiful recovery from Venia, just mixing up the timing. And right now, Odyssey is the one who's on the ropes now. Tries to go for that clever mix-up, and he finally finds the back air to close out that stock.
He's been trying for these short hop back airs for a while now. However, it just hasn't been enough, as once again, we're seeing these players go blow for blow with their stocks. No one's able to hold a stock lead.
I mean, Odyssey is getting every stock lead, and then Venia just evaporates it immediately.
Is that even a lead then? Did that even exist? Are we real?
At some infinitely small sliver of time, Odyssey had a lead.
Right now, it's all about if he can take the momentum from that lead and carry that on, despite having to return back to a neutral that is consistently being dominated by Venia. Venia constantly able to trip up where Odyssey can approach from, how quickly he wants to approach, how safe his shield approaches are. Venia just constantly reversing on and on and on and pushing whenever he can onto Odyssey.
Oh, it's a big up throw, gets the fast fall up air. Right now, some great techs from Odyssey are keeping him out of the reaches of some of Venia's most brutal punishes. And as it stands, oh, still eating a lot of damage, 101%. Oh, riding the waves, trying to get back, but no jump. He's forced to up B. Venia doesn't even punish.
Very risky option from Venia, and Venia looking to clean up the stock. However, he's not going to have his opportunity just yet, as Odyssey looks to reverse the situation, back on and try to build up some percentage, while things are looking very good for Venia right now.
Okay, nice jabs, putting Odyssey off stage. Oh, he tries to go for that hard read, but Venia doesn't bite. A lot of percent on Odyssey means that up throw is going to be a factor pretty soon, but going low enough that the Hydro Pump doesn't hit him. He is keeping himself alive, and right now, Venia is the one who has to be really scared of all this rage that he's put onto Odyssey.
Not so much when you got an up throw like that.
And right now, Odyssey down 2-2. Venia one game away from walking away. XenoNinetyFour, Xeno Finale champion with, I will say, I think it's a lot of money on the line.
Hey, listen, man, you got 101 people entering a bracket, a good amount of dollary dues on the line. That's a good amount of guap.
But these guys, that's not the first and foremost thing. Right now, there's history between these two, and they want the glory of walking away with that #1 spot.
There is pride in that first place to take tonight, and right now, it's shaping up that Venia is going to be taking it from winner's side, as Odyssey has not been able to make a mark on the board yet. Battlefield being the setting here, and it's still not looking like that great of a case, as Odyssey has yet to be able to press an offensive onto Venia, rather.
63% on Odyssey. This is actually the first time we've seen Venia really get a really nice, healthy lead at the beginning of one of these games. Normally, Odyssey is the one who starts off so strong. Let's see if maybe, we'll have a bit of a reversal this time around. Maybe Odyssey will have a bit of a change in strategy that will let him actually maintain a lead once he gets the stock. If he gets the stock.
Both of these players trying to be incredibly aware about how well each other is moving, and honestly doing a fine job of piloting around these tri-platforms. Even though Odyssey is sitting with a percentage lead, Venia hasn't really shown any fear in this situation, still approaching the same as he would against Odyssey.
Ooh, a nice shadow sneak, but I don't think it's going to... Oh, look, he's looking for these moves, and there it is! Gets the weak nair to up smash to close out the stock. Venia definitely not too happy about that, but at the same time, we've been in this situation literally, I think, 6 times already in these finals.
Yes,
Odyssey with a big lead at the beginning doesn't mean that much.
No, yeah, but for the past 10 seconds, Odyssey has not lost his stock, so it's looking like a legitimate lead that he has before Venia has started this combo, and things all of a sudden looking a lot more grim than when I started the sets.
Why? Oh! There it is, finally getting that tech, keeping himself alive, but he hasn't quite found his way out of the regions of the corner just yet. Getting some nice damage, following through the rope, getting a grab, putting Venia once again in the corner, but a nice recovery from Venia is going to give him a little bit of stage control.
The enthralling grasp of Venia's pressure has been so much for Odyssey to avoid, but he's managing to do so, hanging on to this first stock at 133% in counting, as Venia's pressure just continues to build up on him. However, Odyssey is still managing to force Venia to move at wherever he is placing himself, and has managed a little bit of percentage on board, but a misangled Foxfire is going to be what's letting that stock drop.
And that's really unfortunate. You know, Odyssey finally managing to find some way to keep himself alive, and in the end, it's a slightly wrong angle that does him in. He has a lead of about 40%, and definitely he still has the opportunity to take this game, but we've seen it slip from his fingers so many times already against Venia. Will he be able to actually close out this Game 3, or will Venia be sending him home immediately in a 3-0 here in Grand Finals?
You know, for all of the hype building us up to this point, I think it really goes to show just how prime and ready Venia sits tonight to take this show. If he can manage to finish out such a climactic Xeno Weekly in a 3-0 shutout over someone who has managed to pursue countless foes and come out victorious tonight.
Oh, this is some big damage! 78% right now, and an up air to do even more, 91 right now. Venia actually
throwing away the game!
That was actually top tier SD. Down by 80%, starts crazy comeback with combo to SD. Yeah,
Bro, that's when you're watching a movie, and in the very end of the climactic fight, you accidentally switch to like National Geographic study of like flamingos in mating season.
That is, I believe that is the official game guide title of Greninja's Down Air. Flamingos in mating.
Damn, well, let's see if it's mating season just yet, as Odyssey hanging on by a thread now that he's got that one on the board. Game 4 is bringing us into Town and City, and Odyssey finally having that juice behind him where he can take back this grand final set from Venia.
Ooh. Yeah, right now, Odyssey trying to space around him. We're seeing, actually, Odyssey trying to play a lot more vertical. We saw how earlier he would stay patient, very grounded, wait for his openings. But right now, it seems like he's trying to challenge Venia once he goes into the air. It's working out okay for him at the moment, as he's getting a lot of this reliable chip damage.
That's what Odyssey needs to do. He just needs to chip where he can in order to get this percentage that he knows he needs. However, coming from a bit too deep, he's not going to be able to do it, as Venia manages to just knock him down slowly with the down air. And once again, we're sitting in this situation immediately where Venia is looking on the verge to take tonight's Xeno.
I just want to say, you should have watched Odyssey's expression when he lost that early stock. He was like, all right, time for me to play. And that's what we're seeing right now. He was up by so much, we've seen him be down by a ton. This is the first time we're seeing him mount a comeback, and he just does it like that. This man, he's finally got that momentum in his corner. It was a mistake taking that early stock.
Yo, you ever just footstool out of someone else's combo for your kill confirm? You ever just completely flip the script a straight 180 to turn a match back completely in your favor from the jaws of defeat, as all of a sudden, this is Odyssey's Game 4.
The lead comes back to Odyssey. Oh, a little Shuriken does snipe it away, but right now, the statement of getting that really early edge guard, the type of edge guard that against any other player would basically mean that Venia has the tournament down. All of a sudden, Odyssey is keeping this neck and neck, especially considering the sheer damage output we've been seeing from this man as of late.
Both looking to occupy some sort of space, and they're putting hitboxes left and right. Venia on the hunt is not able to secure his kill just yet, and Odyssey hunting down, reading Venia's movement options, able to get the second hit of that up air. Right now, both returning to the legend. It's going to be a simple jab. 1 into 2. That up air.
Out of it. SDI, amazing from Odyssey. He's keeping with it 100% on him. That's a lot of rage. One proper kill confirmed. He has his jump off stage, but will he be able to make it back?
Yes, he does. Returning onto the ledge. He's trying to break into Venia's zone right now. However, all of these empty hops make it an incredibly dangerous situation, and the air dodge saving Venia. Not reading any particular movement, and that up smash still not able to snipe this out. The Gentleman's is not going to be able to kill. Fox Illusion bringing us back to square one right off the bat. All this percentage is starting to really build up onto both of these players. They're so nervous. They're not able to press onto each other's shields. We see the down air not going to be able to confirm into the up smash as Venia escapes for dear life.
Right now, the tension is higher than it's ever been, this last hit situation. But back here finding its mark, but it's not doing it just quite yet. Venia off stage, will Odyssey be able to close it out? No, he can't chase down Venia in time. Puts him off stage once again. Any next opening could mean the death for either of these players. Both of them are so aware of it. The neutral air putting him off stage once again. Odyssey's been in control for a while now, but all Venia needs is that one opening. A grab might do it, and there
that's
it
going
is.
to be that. XenoNinetyFour is going to be won by Venia from the winner's side of Grand Finals in a climactic 3-1 finish. Venia is going to be our final Xeno champion of 2017.